Oh, hello, Mrs. Higgins. Yeah. Oh, just checking in, seeing how you're doing. Oh, you lost your expensive trifocals? Oh, that's too bad. You don't know. Maybe you just misplaced them, or you think maybe they you accidentally threw them, because that's what happens to a lot of people if they throw them in the trash. And then they end up in the alleyways or the park or in the weeds or something like that. And sometimes if you offer a cash reward, then teenagers can find them. And well, yes, ma'am. Well, if you offered a cash reward of about $20, sometimes teenagers will go looking for your glasses and they'll be able to return them. See. Well, a lot of teenagers aren't motivated to go looking for things if there's not a cash reward involved. If you just went ahead and offered a cash reward, I bet you could get those expensive trifocals back to you in no time. What do you bet? Well, it'd be no big deal. I could put a little ad on Steve's list and just say $20 for the return of expensive eyeglasses. If you're worried about those crazy teenagers coming by, I could actually have them come by and see me, and I could give them the $20. I just need that you to be reimbursing me then later on if I could get a if what's that? Well, I bet you do fall down a lot if you can't see where you're going. I mean, you get a pair of expensive trifocals and then you just fall down. There's all sorts of things in your way that you don't always think about because you see them with good trifocals, and you have to you can walk around them. And what's that? Well, if you would just offer a $20 cash reward, I bet some teenagers would go looking for them. And oh no, they could come and bring them to me. I'll write the ad on Steve's list that way that they could return to me. You wouldn't even have to deal with those crazy teenagers. They could just bring them to me. Just as long as you pay them back the $20, that pay me back the $20. If I paid them, I wouldn't make nothing off the deal. But if you could just go ahead and do that, it would be. I think we'd have those things back sooner than you know. You know what I mean? Do you have a skinny head, Miss Higgins? I don't know why I asked that. I just, but what's that? You always put on your trifocals before whenever you get a phone call, so you see who you're talking to. You make me laugh, Mrs. Higgins. I think that's one reason why everybody likes you so much. You always make us chuckle. I know what you mean about those little habits of ours that we. I've seen you do that where you've gotten a phone call and you put your focals on so you know who you're talking to. But if you'd offer a $20 cash reward, yeah. Everyone's on a fixed income, Mrs. Higgins. It's just some are a little fixed, a little tighter than others. And actually, I think you can budget that if you just didn't go to bingo maybe once a week or maybe 2 weeks. You know, you could probably, because it would be a lot cheaper to pay $20 to get them trifocals back than to. You think about it, you'd have to get a cab ride to the doctor's office, and then those expensive trifocals cost so much. You'd be waiting there all day, and it takes them a long time sometime to get a new set of trifocals, and you'd be tripping and falling all over the place, and I don't think anybody would want that. So if you wanted me to go ahead and write that ad and put it on Steve's list and a $20 reward, and you won't even have to deal with the teenagers. I have them come by to see me. And just so long as you, well, I think $20 would be better than bartering with teenagers, Mrs. Higgins. Well, not every teenager wants canned goods. Teenagers today, I mean, when you and I were, you know, when we we're about the same age, you know. We're kind of when there was a time when teenagers liked canned goods probably more than they like now. Then these days they like cash. Mm-hmm. Doilies. You want to barter doilies for the safe return of your expensive trifocals? Well, Mrs. Higgins, when I was a teenager, that's all I thought about was doilies all the time. But today's teenagers are a little bit different, and if I'm going to put an ad on Steve's list, I think I'm going to have to say that there's a cash reward for the safe return of your expensive trifocals. Well, I don't think it's a good idea we offer any sort of prescription meds in return for that. Think that one through, Mrs. Higgins. That could get us all in trouble. See, I wouldn't place that ad. That could get us. Mm-hmm. Well, over the counter. It's now. See, I don't think you think so good when you don't have your trifocals, Mrs. Higgins. It just you probably think a little clearer when you have them on, because if we offer over-the-counter medications to teenagers, well, I know some teenagers do like laxatives, but you think about, I mean, those are sometimes troubled children, young people, and maybe we don't want to encourage some of their I'm going to recommend we offer a $20 cash reward. That'll get your trifocals back before you know it, I guarantee. Food stamps. I'm going to give you a call back in a little bit, Mrs. Higgins. I got to take this call, okay? Okay. Oh, don't be falling down. Okay, thanks. Universal Solutions, Steve Reynolds speaking. Well, yes, that is correct. The richest man in Zimbabwe did pass away recently, and they did leave you as the sole heir to his vast fortune. Well, all we need from you is some information to expedite this process, and you'll receive your funds as early as next Tuesday. Well, we just need to verify your name, your address, your social security number, your mother's maiden name, your mother's name, your favorite pet, where you went to high school, and if we will have to deposit this $375 million into an account. So do you have a checking account with a routing number and account number? Well, can you get that information real fast? Well, I'll give you a minute. But and also if you have any major credit cards. Well, no. There's no purchases whatsoever. I just need a credit card to verify